The T-bar row, a timeless exercise that legends have been doing since pretty much the very beginning. The clip most people envision when they think about a T-bar row is Arnold in that yellow stringer and the blue shorts. And old school gym attire shits on the new school gym wear, but that's unrelated. For the sake of this video, the T-bar row I'm going to be referring to is a setup where you have a chest pad to pull yourself into. T-bar rows are a good exercise if your goal is to stimulate the muscles of the upper back, but there is a bad cue that is used far too often that will turn a good exercise in the T-bar row into a shit exercise really quick. This applies to all pulling motions where you are pulling your arm back to your side, whether that's down low to your hips if you're trying to turn your lats, or in the case of this exercise, relatively up wide and out to the side. The dogshit cue that's got to go is to start the pull by squeezing your shoulder blades together first, then pulling your arm back after. The motion of squeezing your shoulder blades together, which I'll be referring to as retraction or retracting, itself, this motion is not inherently bad, and it is done primarily by your traps. If you wanted to train just this motion, then by all means go ahead, but don't do the row after you fully retract your shoulder blades. Your upper arm, the humerus, and your shoulder blade, as well as your clavicle, they have a natural motion that they follow in a coordinated movement as they work together, not separately. This is known as scapulohumeral rhythm, and it is crucial for executing both your pulling and your pushing exercises correctly. Retracting first and then pulling second is the exact opposite of this, as the movements of bringing the arm back and bringing your shoulder blades together are done separately rather than in coordination with each other. If someone tells you to do this based on their personal experience of the feeling they receive doing this, tell them to take their feelings elsewhere. Besides teaching yourself a shitty movement pattern, which will only cause more issues down the road, this idea of doing something because of the way it feels can get real dicey real fast. Your body is going to send you a sensation into your muscle regardless of whether the stimulus is good or bad. This sensation can be super intense and can actually act as a way to inhibit or limit the weight that you can use to prevent you from causing any additional damage or injury if you're able to use heavier weights. Instead of squeezing your shoulder blades together to start the rep, squeeze them together to end the rep. Once you're at the last few inches of the rep and your arms are around even with your torso, then go ahead and squeeze up the last few inches by pulling your shoulder blades together. Performing your T-bar rows in this manner is how you will 1. Stimulate the muscles of the upper back most effectively, and 2. It's how you can use the heaviest weight possible relative to you, as the scapulohumeral rhythm is how the body is designed to move and how you will be the strongest in the long run. If you've been given this cue before, even by certified personal trainers, let me know in the comments, because I'm curious to see just how many people have been giving this cue, even though it's just not what you should be doing during your pulling exercises. Drop this video a like, as it's going to improve your pulling movements, specifically for this T-bar row. Subscribe to this channel for future content for how to get jacked the best you can, and we'll see each other in the next video.